Hey, hey, everyone. It's your girl, Isha Nicole, and I got the family in the building tonight. I got my girl, T Morgan,
Hey, love, how are you?
looking all gorgeous. Honey,
Oh,
queendom in the building. Mm.
thank you.
Oh, cool. Honor to the queen. And on the bottom, I got my boy who working, holding it down, because we all got bills to pay. B Starks. Say what up to the people. All right, y'all. West Side. We are gonna jump right into it. Tonight we have been. Well, let me back up. Let me see how you doing, Tracy. What you been up to, girl?
I'm still in cracking up from our time on Tuesday. But other than that, all has been well. Working on business and yeah, but I'm still on that level talking about relationships until today.
Good. So as always, we talking about relationships, but tonight we talking about your business relationships, right? Your corporate relationships. And so we just gonna jump into it and talk about it. I ain't gonna ask my boy B Starks how he doing because I know he working, so he can't really be involved in the conversation right now. But we have spoken, and I know that he's doing well. He working hard, training the people, coaching. Right now, he's doing IT career prep for his students. And again, I can't reiterate enough. If you are interested in a change of career, a transition, if you are thinking about IT in some aspect, or cybersecurity, artificial intelligence, anything in the technical realm, it's B Starks of Starks Technology Services that you got to reach out to. So his information is somewhere on my page, on my Facebook, and also on my YouTube. So reach out to him, B Starks of Starks Technology Services, and he'll get you hooked up. You can also send him an email at bstarks at starkstechnologyservices.com. That's bstarks at starkstechnologyservices.com. So just check him out, reach out to him. Again, just talk to him. He is fantastic at qualifying people, and just seeing what they would be interested in, or they might be a new career, a new opportunity for them. So reach out to your boy, B Starks. And we got some things coming up too. We got some things coming up. Mm-mm. So we are working on a project, a joint venture project, B Starks and I, and we have some um, other contributors to the project. We are creating a curriculum that will help create a pathway into technology careers. So, whether you are college degreed or not, there are opportunities for you where you can start a new career, do some consulting, do some IT work, work for a company, or if you're thinking about returning back to school and picking up another trade, there's an opportunity for you. And so we're really excited about speaking about those opportunities and just let you know what's available. So keep an eye out for that. We'll be doing some workshops. We're going to partner with my girl, T Morgan, so we can get some things done. And I'm really excited for you guys to kind of hear what she's up to, what she does. We have a great time talking about relationships, but we all got real jobs for real. And so tonight, T Morgan, I got a couple questions.
Sure.
All right. First, if you can,
Mhm.
just give an introduction to you and kind of your background and what you do.
Most definitely. I am an HR professional as well as a certified coach who specializes in career coaching and transformational coaching. I've been in HR, talent acquisition, 25 years. Had to think for a second. For 25 years now. Definitely have seen all aspects from recruiting, employee relations, creating an HR department from scratch, the whole nine. And with all of that, I take on coaching clients where I help them, of course, with resumes, interview prep, but most importantly, career strategy, job search strategy, setting the helping them dig deeper and to see their career vision and purpose and helping them get in right alignment. And I just really just move forward from there. I do take on from time to time business consulting clients because I do have, business operations background as well. Um, and a part of that is a lot of heavy networking, and I believe in connecting good people with the right people. And so that is a part of what I do. And I love what I do. It's just a part of me, and I'm glad I'm able to serve in this capacity, and it's still profitable at the same time.
Absolutely. I just want to echo the fact that you said you have 25 years in this industry. And what's amazing is, to have that tenure and still be passionate about what you do. I've seen your passion. We've had the opportunity to partner together on some things, and you give your all to it. You give your all to the people that you serve, and when you say you serve, you mean it. That's not just words that you're using. You really serve the people that your clients. So I appreciate you. I appreciate you for what you do, and so I'm really looking forward to talking tonight just about some career things and kind of, I don't know, getting your input on some things. So, we talk a lot about technology and kind of the evolution. We are at the cusp of one of the largest technology shifts, I believe, in history. And so, with the dawn of artificial intelligence
Mhm.
on a consumer level, so corporations have been utilizing artificial intelligence since the 70s. It has just been made available to consumers. And, there's opportunities not only professionally, but also for entrepreneurs. And so I'd like to hear kind of what you are seeing, if anything, in regards to technology and the shift. I know a lot of remote jobs are opening up.
Actually, a lot of remote jobs are starting to go away
Hmm.
because of COVID. Now, I want to back up for a second. I've been blessed. I've actually been working remotely or hybrid for 15 years. So, and there are a lot of us that actually have. But because of what happened between behind the pandemic, of course, a lot of companies were forced to go remote. Now, a lot of those positions could have been remote, just being very, very upfront. And unfortunately, what has happened is I feel people who were not truly disciplined in understanding how working virtually goes
Hmm.
um, and trying to beat the system and so forth. They didn't realize the technology behind it. They can tell your keystrokes if you're working. They can tell if your laptop has been sitting idle and all of those things. So what's actually happened. A lot of companies are moving forward with 3 days in the office hybrid or 100% in the office. Um, and so that is majorly what I've been seeing a lot of. A lot of different type of support roles, um, contact center aspect, general coordinator, admin support, sales account management. Yes, I am seeing the increase there. However, a lot of things are going back in office. Now, from a technology perspective, that is where have had concern, and I'm just being upfront. And
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
LB Starks is the technology man, so I don't want to give him a heart attack. Like, what did Tracy say? I feel there are a lot of positions where the AI is trying to take over. And it is taking away from the human touch that is needed, especially on different client levels, whether it's internal clients or external customers that are being assisted. Um, and the other part to it is also, I really need people to start looking at positions in technology and working. I don't care if it's an admin role, whatever, get into technology somehow, because that is, it's not going anywhere. Um, I see, thank you. I saw what he just put in the chat. That is correct. It's not AI, it's the person creating AI that's taking the jobs. So,
That
yes.
and y'all know I'm an AI advocate. B Starks hates it. However, I say often, it is not AI that's taking your job. It is the person that is utilizing AI that's taking your job. And so, AI, I've been a proponent of AI adjacency, meaning working with AI to make your job and your career more efficient. It's here. That's the reality. It's here. You can't avoid it. Unfortunately, we are utilizing it every single day, whether we know it or not. Your physicians is using it when you go to the doctor, or the hospital. Your dentist is using it. Your contractor is using it. Um, Even the pest control people now are using artificial intelligence, and so it is what it is. And so,
Pest control people.
pest control
Oh, wow.
utilizing AI. Yep, AI predictors. I have a client
Mm,
who owns restaurants, and we just implemented some AI powered software in his restaurant
okay.
that helps his restaurant to operate more efficiently. It does product creation, it does marketing, it's doing his scaling for long term growth. It's doing a lot of stuff, and
Okay.
so it's all around us. And so ultimately, every single industry will be impacted by artificial intelligence. I
Mm-hmm.
just saw yesterday, I just sent an article to Dr. Mathis. He's always talking about AI and filmmaking. But I sent an article to him about um, they have these security robots that they're selling on Amazon. They do security, but they're artificial intelligence. And so they're about $7,000. They just these little robots that just ride around, your office, your home, your property, and they do surveillance and security. So on Amazon, no less.
That part. Wow. Okay.
Yeah, available for purchase. So again, every industry will be impacted by AI. We've spoken on here before about H&R Block was a good example. They were one of the first entrants in the tax market to utilize AI software. Well,
Mm-hmm.
before they would have a tax preparer welcome you, get your information, start to qualify you for different tax advantages, different deductions. Now AI is doing all of that um, with H&R Block. And so now they just need data entry people because the AI is doing the hard work. So they no longer need to pay tax professionals because they have artificial intelligence software that's doing the work. So we here now, people.
Thank you for breaking it down that way. I needed that.
Yeah, we're here. So it's
Wow.
really nothing we can do about it. B. Stark said, even the vacuum cleaner is AI. You're right. He's got a shark. It's artificial intelligence. And a lot of people don't recognize the technology. When you're driving your car and you utilize your backup camera,
Mm-hmm.
and there's that thing that kind of beeps and say, hey, it's an object here, it's an object here, don't back up. That's artificial intelligence, right?
Mm-hmm.
You wake up in the morning, you set your phone to wake you up in the morning, an alarm, also artificial intelligence software. You wear a smartwatch, everybody got an iPhone or an Android, also artificial intelligence software. So we're utilizing it anyway. We might as well become familiar with it.
That's true. I've had to get comfortable with a lot of things. It's just, I think about how I don't want to go into the deep end, but for me, I'm somewhat of a conspiracy theorist, as people say, but I feel a lot of things we were actually programmed. I mean, we came up on the Jetsons, let's be honest. So a lot of things that we are experiencing, we grew up watching, like, ooh, one day we'll be able to take a phone call on a big screen and see the person, you know, just all of those things. And it's like, wow, they started showing it to us at an early age. So thank you for how you just really explained that, um, to help people, just have the understanding so they can move forward accordingly, with how they like AI. I'm curious to B Stark's perspective on everything, but I know he can't fully, speak right now. But I definitely would love to hear
I can tell
his
you,
input.
we have had many a conversation, huh, B. Starks? Just shake your head in agreement. We've
Okay.
had many a conversations about artificial intelligence, and I know with his cybersecurity expertise, he is obviously not a fan. But with any advancements in technology, we understand that the risk and the threats advance as well.
Mhm.
And so, of course, he errs on the side of risk and threats, as opposed to the technological benefits that AI will offer us. But he had a breakthrough this week. I'm going to just put you on blast because you put it in the chat. So, those who don't know, B Starks drives a Tesla, okay? Anti AI drives the most AI powered vehicle on
Um,
the market. And so when he was driving to work this week, he said that a prompt came up on his car and he just started hitting buttons. He didn't even read it. And the autonomous driving feature kicked in. So B Starks let his car drive him to work, Mr. Anti AI. And he loves it, y'all.
say what?
He absolutely loves it. So I don't know. I'm gonna get him over here on this side one day.
My thing is the safety concern with that. Maybe I've watched too many movies.
Yeah, I mean, the reality is we
Yeah,
drive with humans who are sleep deprived, who are intoxicated, who are under the influence
true.
every single day. And
Yes.
we just do not know it. And so for me,
Hmm.
I would rather be driving on the road with autonomous vehicles than my neighbor downstairs who do day drinking. That's just me.
You got a point. Okay.
Oh, B Stark said he gonna jump in on his break.
Okay.
B Starks, you love your car driving for you, don't you? Just shake your head. Just shake your head.
Oh, he's doing. He's like, I don't know.
See, and he's trying to not tell the truth because we spoke this week about it, and he loves it. So you love it, don't you, B Starks? I know you do. I know you do. Thank you for telling the truth. Shame the devil. All right, so we're gonna transition real quick
Okay.
back to you, Tracy.
Hmm.
You know, one thing that you have done really well, and I would like you to speak to people who are looking to do a shift in their career or maybe into entrepreneurship. How important is digital branding?
You're asking the person who was fearful at one point. Woo! Digital branding, what I have learned for me is it starts personally in understanding your personal brand and what you've been building before you can truly start a business brand because your audience is wanting the authentic you. So when you transition into entrepreneurship and you begin to speaking on your expertise and giving nuggets and so forth, they're going to expect the same person, just being the expert, just teaching, not trying to get the sale. No, I'm here to give you some information. And if it resonates with you, perfect. This might not be for you, or I might not be the coach for you. And that
Mm-hmm.
is okay. I'm willing to give those nuggets digitally. And also recognizing when this is for me, I don't believe in competition. I believe that what is for me is for me. So whether you are in a career path that's growing or you're going into entrepreneurship, who is for you. How you choose to market, how you choose to make that digital imprint out there. The people who are going to be your market, they're going to make the click. They're going to set up the discovery call. They're going to do those things.
Yeah.
Um, had to get away from being shy to jump on to do a live or do a recording because we get caught up in, oh, what's the angle and the lighting. And my business coach, she's put her foot on my neck so many times that I just had to understand, put the content out. Stop worrying about all those aesthetics where it's the content is what's going to pull the people. And so for me, I had to get out of my own way. And many times that came with making excuses. And from a I can't even believe I'm saying this right now. From a technology perspective, when I had to realize when I started doing it on Facebook and LinkedIn, my main place is LinkedIn because typically I'm starting to do more on Facebook. But when I saw, I can preset these posts.
Yep.
That means I can take an hour and create different posts on camera, uh, just written content, digital flyers, the whole nine. I can pre-schedule these to go out for an entire month. So that's what I had the moment of. I was getting in my own way and allowing the fear of technology to hold me back. And ever since just stepping out and doing it and saying, I'm not bound by fear,
Yeah.
I got to go out there and get it. And that's what's made a difference for me. That digital imprint is real. And I am a firm believer if you cannot clean up your personal brand and digital imprint, because people will research you. And if they feel like oh, is this person the same? Or they living a double life? Are they portraying something else than who they are? And then also, when people get caught up in the glitz and glamour, I actually saw a post today, and someone was saying that a woman approached her and was like, "Oh, I know I'm going to have you as my coach because y'all see you up on stage rocking the Versace and this and that." And she said she didn't know how to take it. And for me, I responded, it was very simple. One, sometimes maturity comes along with how we view success. At the same time, people have to understand so many are out here faking and giving portrayal of success when they really aren't. So they're showing the house they rented or that they're Airbnb. And so to make it seem like, hey, this is what I've been doing and you can do here, here, here. For me, I look at biblical scripture, what's the fruit that I'm bearing? So when I look at my true testimonials and recommendations, and so that come through like on LinkedIn because you can ask people to give recommendations, but those true testimonials that are coming out and people are saying, hey, working with Tracy, my minimum increase was to $25,000 in my base salary, or I've truly transformed and have transitioned from corporate to entrepreneurship.
Mm-hmm.
That's the power of the digital brand for me.
Absolutely. And you hit the nail on the head with that. In so many different aspects, like you spoke to your personal brand. That's important, especially when you are in your career search or your job search, because companies will research you, right? And what is the story that you tell? And when I talk to my daughters, I always, when I challenge something that they're putting online and what their digital footprint says, I say, what are you selling? What are you
Oh,
selling with this post?
right.
Right? What are you selling? Are you selling yourself? Are you selling your brand? Are you selling your products? What are you selling?
Well, it actually goes deeper than just career. Let's talk about those trying to go to college.
Ooh, real.
I understand we are now, let's be real. In our time growing up, if we had the internet the way they do now, we'd be like, that was not me. I don't know what
Right.
you're talking about. But it's different. And I really, when I speak with youth, my thing is I want to teach you all discretion. I want to help you all understanding how to operate in wisdom. Like you
Mm-hmm.
said, when you tell your girls, when I make this post, what am I selling? What am I saying about myself? What is the digital footprint that I'm putting out there? And it definitely starts before a career. If you're looking to get into college, even if you're looking to just start entrepreneurship as a teen, early, early stages of adulthood, people are going to look at what you've been putting out there prior to be able to determine, is this somebody I want to do business with?
Absolutely. So, how should professionals approach managing their personal brand against all these several different platforms, right? Because there's YouTube, there's, like you said, there's LinkedIn,
Mhm.
there's Facebook, so many different avenues. What would you suggest to someone so they don't get overwhelmed?
I honestly feel you have to use what's best for you. Now, because of coming up corporate and what I was into as a teen, I knew from a long time ago, LinkedIn was really more for me. Um, to me, IG and TikTok are more of um, thrill seekers, not in a negative way, but it's like, bam, here I am type of thing. Because I'm also a believer in proper networking. And LinkedIn, in my opinion, gives that type of tool. And people just really operate separately. I literally call it the professional Facebook. But you have to figure out what works best for you. So, prime example, if you're looking to start a business and coming from corporate and you want to monopolize Facebook, but all of your Facebook is showing nothing but personal info. All of you've done is personal posts. So that means you're going to have to go back, take the time, clean stuff up, go through your friends and connections, remove some people. That's just real talk. Because remember, people can see who's responding to you and they can click to say, oh, is this a part of their part of their network? Is no judgment. It's just, it sets a precedence. So I just stand on look in terms what works best for you. I'm starting to step a little bit more into IG. Um, I just feel it's much bigger, and I don't know if I want that per se. LinkedIn has been a blessing.
Mhm.
LinkedIn, the way you can navigate through for personal career growth, but it's also as a business tool. So I feel I get more from it in a nutshell. Um,
Mhm.
I hope I fully answered that question for
Yeah,
you.
no, that was great. I actually, to be honest, we have this is our 24th year in business, and
Mhm,
we because we specialize in privacy,
mhm,
we aren't on social media with our business, and all of the business that we have established through the years has been based on word of mouth and relationships. And
mhm.
so, of course, it's 2024, and I'm having to do a little bit more kind of out there as I'm transitioning into some areas. And so that's a little bit uncomfortable for me. And I didn't know LinkedIn was so fancy. I didn't. I was
Oh,
like,
why you gotta be fake? Hold on now. Wait a minute.
okay, y'all got some,
No,
you can post videos, you can post your
how
little
is LinkedIn
thing.
so fancy, man?
I said,
It's
this
the
is
profession.
fancy.
You can do the same with Facebook.
It is.
And
That's
so
a good
that's
to know.
why I said it's, yeah, LinkedIn. I
It's a
have
hacker's playground.
what? Oh
Oh yeah,
God.
because I could see that now, because you
Mhm.
do put a lot of you put your work history, who you're connected to.
You can hide that.
I can understand that.
Those things can be hidden. I just walked the client through that today because you can only, at one point, you could only see my connections if you were connected to me. And there, I noticed some fake accounts popping up, and I said, you know what? I got something for you. I'm just going to go ahead and hide all of my connections so no one can see them whatsoever, even if connected.
Okay, you're gonna have to show me that. You have to walk me through that real quick.
Yes, ma'am. Hackers use fraud tactics using. That is correct. Thank you, B Starks. Yes, they do. They try to get you set up for job interviews to make you think you're going really to a job interview. They have to the point of creating fake ATS type links where you think you're submitting for a position. And that's why I got my clients and I let them know up front, ask these questions in the email up front before moving forward to set an interview.
Hmm.
You know, is tell me a little, send me a job description, send the job description. Where's, not just where's the position located. How long have you been with the company? Why is this position open? There's just some additional questions you can ask to truly determine if a position is real. And then a lot of times, with the hackers, unfortunately, there are a lot of grammatical errors that you'll find, and ranging from an email, whether it's in the email perspective or even in the content of, I'm going to say in the email address or subject, there's going to be grammatical errors that are there. And then many times in their emails, links won't work, because they're trying to capture that information. So yes, B Starks is correct. B Starks is correct. And that's why I tell people don't be so quick to do accept interviews from an emotional standpoint. We all, yes, have a need. However, be in your right mind so you can make sure you're not opening yourself up to be a victim of that.
That's good stuff. B Starks, anything you want to add? Go ahead and add it in the comments to just piggyback on what Tracy said. So yeah, and soon in a minute, they're gonna be using AI, so they ain't gonna have no grammatical errors. Okay, so he's gonna jump on here in just a second. It's okay. Take your time, B Starks. We know you're working. We got bills to pay. And so I do want to mention though, earlier you spoke about creating content, and I just want to just offer some encouragement to anyone that is a creative that is looking to create content, whether it's for you professionally, whether it's for your business, or even for you personally. My mentor, Sean Connell of Think Media, says the line that he uses all the time is just hit record. Just hit record. Don't worry about the background. Don't worry about your lighting. Don't worry about your hair, your makeup, all of the things that we worry about when we're getting online. To Tracy's point, it's about your content. So just hit record. Hey, B Starks, you with us?
Yeah, I'm with you guys.
Well,
Good evening.
hey, good
Hey,
evening.
good evening, ladies. So really quickly here. Hello, family.
Hey,
It's good to be with you guys today. You know, I'm gonna always support my girl. You know, no matter where I'm at, rain, sleet, snow, 10 toes down, I'm gonna be there. All right. So one of the things that as I've been hearing you ladies talk about, so we talked about Tracy, you mentioned LinkedIn. So I want to touch bases on LinkedIn really quickly. So LinkedIn is a very powerful tool for networking, as you mentioned. But, you know, Isha knows me because the ethical hacking side in me, I can distinguish the pros and cons with technology. I'll be talking about my little Tesla. You know, I'm still, we still we got the love hate
everybody
relationship.
enable. Everybody enable. Go ahead.
Yeah. But the thing about LinkedIn, it is a great platform to network. That is a very powerful uh, attribute that LinkedIn offers. I think Tracy, you sent me a friend request. Isha, you sent me one as well. So we're all connected on LinkedIn.
Oh, wait, time out.
Nope, we're gonna keep going. I'm on a time. Mm-mm, mm-mm.
I was
Nope.
like, oh, Tracy sent you
Well,
First of
Tracy
all,
sent
I
me.
didn't know she was on there, so I'm going in, but I'm going to mute myself. Mhm.
Tracy. So Denny K was responding to Tracy, and I think the Stars Technology, because I have a personal one, and then I have a Stars Technology Services LinkedIn, and that's where that was connected. All right. So anyhow, as we get back to this, but the point is that it's a very powerful tool to be able to network and build your tribe, as as Isha always states. It's building your tribe. However, uh, also LinkedIn is very good for jobs as well. So you can see a lot of jobs that are happening remotely, especially if you want to get in technology. There are a lot of remote positions. However, I caution each and every one of you that are listening on the sound of my voice. I caution you, do not hit the easy button to apply. Okay. I tell my students, do not apply. And I'm going to tell you why. One of my students actually came in class and she was telling me that she got a job interview. They emailed her, they reached out, and then they told her that they would give her $8,000 and she would have to go and pay for her equipment. Please send me your information. So she came to class and she said, Mr. Starks, do companies give you money to pay? I said, no, they don't. That's a scam. All right. Even if they offer you a position that is my daughter, my second ex-wife. Yeah, my second ex-wife. she came to me and she said, "Hey, I just had a job offer." And then she told me, I said, "Yeah, that they were willing to pay her 50,000 because she's in the pharmaceutical industry." And then as she continued to talk to me, and I said, "Nah, that's a scam." And the very next day, they tried to get her information and send her a check for $10,000. So at that point, she knew then. Um, but luckily, our daughter, when she's 17, she is following the footsteps of her father. And she is in technology. She is very versed with coding. And she knew because she's attended a lot of my classes. But it was so great for her to be able to share with her mom, the things that she learned from dad. So, in essence, be careful. All right. Do not apply for jobs on LinkedIn. I repeat, do not apply. What you want to do is, I share with everybody, if you see a job, okay, from let's just say Bank of America, and it's a cybersecurity position or an IT position, go to Bank of America's website, confirm that that job is listed, then you apply from their website. Okay. So be very, very careful when it comes to LinkedIn. All right.
Mm, that was some good information. Thank you, B Starks.
My pleasure. And you guys are more welcome to connect with me on LinkedIn. A lot of people do. I do have a lot of powerful friends and powerful places. I do have connections that I can maybe perhaps help you guys. I got two powerful friends right here, so, but I do have a lot of connects in the government space as well. I have built a lot of great connections in the government space as I have ventured off in that realm. So feel free to shoot me a message on LinkedIn and anything you guys need. You got my contact info. What else can I speak to the people about in my short tenure here?
You wanna go ahead and drop your social medias, Brian?
No,
Okay.
LinkedIn, LinkedIn. Hit me up on LinkedIn.
Same
Um,
thing, right?
well, that's social media you're gonna be able to get. My Facebook and I'm like Isha mentioned because I am in the uh, I am here to protect you as an asset. So my social media, um, I post things that are helpful, but I'm not going to guarantee you that I'm going to add you as a LinkedIn because people that are close to me have access to me. Not everybody has to have access to me. So, you know, I have to thank my mentor Isha for thumping me on the head a few times, reminding me that not everybody can have access to me. So, thank you, Isha.
Hey, hey.
Sorry, I had a moment. That's the
I, I,
word.
li- I listen. I listen to the lady. I listen to her.
And we listen to you. We thank you for always jumping in and just dropping knowledge, even though it makes me cringe and kind of makes my tummy hurt sometimes. I appreciate all that you add. And so, Brian and I, for those that don't know, we work together offline on several projects. And so um, he's hit my phone in public when I try to use my tap or something like that. Or I get in trouble quite a bit for some of the things that I do online. He does. So he keeps me in check. So I appreciate you.
And it's not to steal your thunder. I get it. Technology, AI, our NFCs or near field communication, all of that stuff, your tap pay, all of that stuff is convenience, right? But with convenience becomes vulnerabilities. All right. So, it's Isha's job to protect, assets. It's my job to protect the people, and
Mm.
I got to protect my girl. I got to at all costs. I got to make sure she is protected. So,
Yeah. And
um,
I appreciate that very, very much. And you're right. It's convenient, but I know the risk. So,
yeah.
and my job is to
Yep.
minimize the risk as much as possible.
Absolutely. One quick thing, and then I'll cut my time short. But For those that are interested in cybersecurity and you still want to know what it's all about, not only can I reach out to you, Isha and I have so many, we have quite a few joint projects that we're working on. We completed, it is complete, phase one of our project with our cybersecurity project. It is complete. Now we need to work, we need to make sure we get the editing, and then we're going to do some other additional content. So, but really quickly here, if you guys want to know, I can give you a 2-minute snippet on this whole cybersecurity thing. So think of cybersecurity as a relationship. We talk about relationships all the time. And I teach this in my classes and to people to give them a broader understanding. But you can use cybersecurity to protect your relationships. All right. I have learned, and I'm still learning, how to protect my relationships with my loved ones, my family. I'm even starting to, with my person that I'm seeing, I even try to utilize my gifts and talents, in my current, my person that I'm seeing. So one of the things that I will talk about is some key components. We talk about vulnerabilities, which are weaknesses. All right. We talk about risk, and then we talk about threats. So think of your relationship as vulnerabilities, risk, and threats. And I'm just going to use Isha as an example. May I use you as an example, Miss Isha?
Sure.
So Isha and I, let's just say that Isha and I are in a relationship. What are some common vulnerabilities in a relationship that we all may think of?
Oh, it's a question. Mistrust.
Mistrust. Okay, very good. Mistrust. Okay. What's another one? Trust. Communication. Okay. Vulnerabilities or weaknesses, but the great thing about vulnerabilities is that we can clean those things up. We can tidy up on vulnerabilities. So then let's just say that we don't clear those things. That vulnerability then turns into a risk. So now, because there's lack of trust, there's lack of communication. Now, let's say that I decide to lean on Miss Tracy because I have a listening ear. Okay. Now I'm going off telling Tracy some things that I should only be speaking to Isha about. So then that vulnerability turns into a risk. Now, Isha and I's relationship has become a risk because now I've gone outside the boundaries of protecting what's important. So then let's just say that now that risk turns into a threat. And a threat is I have this relationship with Isha, and then I want to dabble off. And then now I've overstepped the boundaries of the relationship with Tracy. We have full blown started discussing when we gonna hook up, when we gonna meet up, or we have actually went all the way. So now Tracy was a risk to the relationship, but now she's a full blown threat. She is a threat to Isha and I's relationship. Okay. So we talk about that from a cybersecurity standpoint. And again, I use the example because there's three of us here. All right. But vulnerabilities, which are weaknesses, risk, okay, they can still be corrected. But then when the risk is turned into a full blown threat, which a threat is something that poses, okay, that poses an issue, or it has morphed into a big problem. Okay, so think about that in a relationship standpoint, and those are some snippets of cybersecurity that we all do in this realm.
He broke that thing down. If you have not sat in Brian's classes or any of his trainings, he uses the analogy of a relationship in cybersecurity very often and does it masterfully. So I appreciate you very much, B. Starks.
Yes, ma'am.
And you just helped me learn cybersecurity in a completely different perspective. Although I've been hiring people in cybersecurity for quite some time, you just really broke it down in a way I could truly grasp it. So thank you, B Starks.
Yes, ma'am. Absolutely.
And what people don't know, if you could speak to really quick, if you got 2 more minutes left
Yeah.
of your time, it's just how cybersecurity is in every facet of our life, right? From the moment that we wake up, we go to work. Cybersecurity is something that's in the background of our lives. And so it's not really in the forefront. And I think, I know for me, prior to me attending your classes and learning a bit more, I really took it for granted. I didn't know how important and how critical it was for me.
Absolutely. What did you want me to speak about?
Just how cybersecurity is kind of the backbone of everything that we do.
Yeah, absolutely. So, I mean, again, I just gave you guys a snippet on relationships, but bank statements, okay, even securing your own physical homes, your vehicles, your personal assets, your items. That is all a part of cybersecurity. Even when we're talking about, how you log on to your emails and you get a code, okay, that's called multi-factor authentication. That is also a form of cybersecurity. So, Isha has mentioned, everything that we do is AI, okay. Everything that we dabble in has dealings with AI, but so is cybersecurity. And that's why it's really good to get in this industry so that you can learn more about the makings. How did AI become what it is and where is it going? Now, Isha has talked about it before. I'm anti AI. I want to try to clarify because I say that, but I joke a lot. I am for AI, but what I am skeptical about is what AI is going to morph into or transition to. We've seen iRobot, we've seen, the Jetsons, we've seen all these movies, but from a security slash ethical hacking standpoint, the things that I'm starting to teach in ethical hacking, it makes you wonder, like, where is this headed to? So it's the scary thing about AI, and that's why we need cybersecurity, because we're going to need security to protect us against from AI. But the scary thing about AI is that it's always evolving. It's always thinking, and it thinks it's trained to think better, bigger, and better than the human mind. That's what I worry about. Um, so it's not that I'm not necessarily anti AI. Again, I joke about it a lot, but it's what AI can do. That's what scares me. Isha has a very great video that she sent me, and it just baffled me. It was called Figure One. So if you guys check it out on YouTube, I can't remember the exact video, but if you just check out Figure One powered by AI or something to that extent, you'll see the
It's
video.
linked on my Facebook.
It is okay.
Mhm.
So check that out, guys. But everything we do is cybersecurity, from locking our cars, locking our homes. When we go to work, we badge our badge in. Okay, so from a physical standpoint to a software standpoint, to just getting inside of your computer is a cybersecurity component. So I hope that really gives. It's not very granular, but I think it gives some detailed, intricate pieces that maybe most people didn't know about.
Absolutely. I appreciate you for breaking that down for us. Because, like you said, um, AI is going to be a great advancement in technology, but you can't have AI without the cybersecurity component of it, because they do work in tandem. Um, really, cybersecurity is kind of the check for AI. Because to his point, it is a technology that evolves on its own without any human interaction, which to his point is a little frightening in itself. But again, I say that this race is not us against robots. It's artificial intelligence versus human intelligence.
Yes.
And artificial intelligence outthinks, outworks, um, outfigures us out
Yeah.
all the time. It's constant. So again, AI adjacency is key. How do you utilize it to make your job, your career, your business more efficient? Um, and again, like I said earlier, it's not AI that's going to take your job. It's the person utilizing AI that's going to take your job. So we're at a great point. There's some really great resources available. I know Microsoft offers classes, Google offers classes that are free that will explain artificial intelligence, explain some of the technologies that we're going to see very, very soon. It's a lot of resources. Again, Brian and I partner with Starks Technology Services to do workshops. We'll be talking about AI, how you can implement it in your daily life, how you can implement it in your business to operate more efficiently. And so keep an eye out for that. Right. And my girl T Morgan, let the people know what you're doing, services that you offer, how they can get in touch with you.
Well, thank you. I'm actually going to be doing some partnership with BStarks as well. We've had some very great conversation, and I will be coming from the perspective of career coaching and development. So, helping with resumes, job search strategies, the whole nine. That will be the services I will be offering. So, I'm definitely excited with doing that. Um, I can be found at www.tnmcgroup.com. And you can find me on LinkedIn as Tracy with an I, Tracy N. Morgan, MBA. It is imperative that you list it as that because I have a secondary account that is for recruiting purposes only and only gets opened when there's a need for it. So the best way to connect with me again is Tracy with an I N Morgan, MBA on LinkedIn. And I offer all services from HR consulting to career coaching and development, as well as facilitating various aspects of personal and leadership development courses. I am certified as a John Maxwell coach, speaker, and trainer. So with that, I actually speak in corporations, churches, nonprofits, personal, panels, the whole nine. And that's actually what I'm really looking to focus on in this junction is really to gain more speaking opportunities to help educate and teach that will lead to taking on coaching clients. I just always have to remind people you have to be willing to do the work because the coach does not do the work for you. My role is to give you the applicable tools to implement for yourself and walk you through that process and help develop you to that next level. So thank you, Isha.
Of course, girly. So with that said, if you guys are decision makers in your organization, if you are an entrepreneur that has a company, if you sit on the board at your church, reach out to Tracy. She can really come and offer you some really valuable information and knowledge. And so she dropped her contact on here. So reach out to her when you can. So with that being said, we are at the top of the hour. As always, it's been amazing to catch up with you two. I know B Starks is back to work, but I appreciate him for jumping in the conversation on his break. He didn't get to go eat or nothing because he on the live with Isha Nicole. So I appreciate you, B Starks. And Tracy Morgan, you're my girl.
I appreciate you.
I
I need to
appreciate
say
you.
this real quick before you close out. I feel that um, you don't get enough flowers, in my personal opinion. And I will continue to give you your flowers because the way that you serve people from the heart and help bring change is phenomenal. And I want you to continue to just be all of who you are. You have been inspiration for me in so many ways. And you've actually helped me out of some dark places that you didn't realize were dark. So I thank you for being authentically you.
Girl, don't have you crying on the live. Don't do that.
I'm giving you your flowers, ma'am.
I appreciate you. I appreciate your words. Um, I appreciate the spirit in which it was said. Um, you know I love you. You my girl. And so to everybody else, Jose says, "Hey Tracy."
Hi, Jose.
So thank you to all of you who jump on with us every time we go live, and in the comments, in my inbox, calling me during the week to have some follow-up conversation about our live. I thank you so much for just being engaged and really being tapped in. This week we had a crazy conversation in relationships. So I got a couple calls and inboxes and stuff about that. So if you didn't check it out, go back to Tuesday night. It was real. It got real. T Morgan is taking a sip of her tea because it got real on Tuesday. And so I love it. I believe iron sharpens iron. And so we had some really amazing people and amazing just perspectives. And so it was just great to connect with all of you. So with that being said, we out of here. We'll see you next time. We'll see you on Tuesday. But we talking relationships. So tap in. We'll see you. Peace.